We're here today with Dustin and we are talking about our Thailand retreat, the beautiful Vikasa in Koh Samui, Thailand.
And this is our 6th retreat. And really, I see Vikasa as this one. Koh Samui is like the most beautiful, picturesque tropical island with all the coconut trees and monkeys and all the things. As a random side fact, Koh Samui is the producer of the best coconut water in the world. They have
the most coconut water in the world.
Coconut water in the world comes from Koh Samui.
Biggest producers.
Tiny little island in the Gulf of Thailand. Biggest, most sweetest, juicy coconuts ever.
So basically you should just come.
So you should just come just because of that fact alone. If you love coconuts, let's go. They have the best coconuts, best coconut water and coconut ice cream. Like Vikasa itself is a sanctuary. It's built on a cliff, has the most beautiful views. But I look at Vikasa as a place for evolution and transformation. Mm-hmm. And that's actually
the meaning.
The meaning of Vikasa in Sanskrit means evolution or to evolve. And they really live that. They embody their name and they practice that in everything they do. Every single time I go back, something has been improved, and always fine tuning and tweaking to make sure the experience is absolutely special.
Yeah, I love that. So I think we actually first went to Vikasa 9 years ago, and that was really the inception of Warrior One Yoga. Dustin and I actually went and did a yoga teacher training there and sat, I remember the exact table that we were sitting at, and talked about what Warrior One Yoga, at the time we just thought it was going to be a yoga business. We didn't even have the name yet, but that's where we sat there and kind of wrote out our intentions and our kind of very loose business plan, but really came up with the crux of what it was. And then we opened our first studio and then ran a retreat at Vikasa 6 months after opening the first studio in Brighton. So it's crazy that, we're still going back there all these years later, and there's a reason for it. A lot of people actually coming this year are return guests that came in the previous 6 years, which is really cool. A lot of people come solo. I think people don't realize that. You don't have to come with your partner or a girlfriend or your mum. You can come by yourself. That's totally perfect actually as a yoga holiday. And if you do have somebody that you want to come that doesn't particularly do yoga, that happens too. And then throughout the week, we just generally convince them that they should come to Yoga. And it happens, right? It's happened in the past.
Happens. And that's a cool thing. Like it is the ideal retreat or vacation to go on by yourself, because instantly you have a little community to join and be a part of and have friends to eat meals with and hang out with. And on the other side, as a couple or of friends or partners.
Mum and daughter team. We do have a mum and daughter team.
Come and join to the group and bring your dynamic to it. Makes it truly special.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about like a day in the life of what the retreat looks like?
So day in the life, wake up at sunrise. Vikasa is on the east side of the island, so the sunrises there are absolutely stunning. Everything that we offer on the retreat is optional. So you get to decide your own adventure. Just like any yoga practice, you take what you need and leave what you don't. So if you choose, there's a wake up for sunrise and either qigong or meditation, a moving meditation on the rocks, and quick break followed by morning practice.
But you forgot the coconut ice latte.
Yeah, so a quick break to go get your coconut ice latte, of course, before practice if you choose. And then we have a nice long practice. And the cool thing is the shala overlooks the ocean, and the soundtrack of the wind and the waves is truly special. Nice long balanced practice with an epic long shavasana to finish just in time for brunch. And that is an experience in itself. Vikasa has their own little garden and they try to use all organic produce. They cater to most dietary needs.
We've had people that are celiac that have come, gluten-free,
They
vegetarian.
look after everyone.
Yeah.
The love and care behind each item on the menu and every part of Vikasa Life Cafe is really, really special. They have designed food to not only make you feel good, but for your digestive, emotional, and mental well-being. So
this might be like a TMI, but my digestion is the best ever at Vikasa. Like the best. And so many people on retreat say that, because often actually when you travel, your body's off sync. You're not eating the regular food that you eat. You're not drinking the regular water that you drink. You're not in the same rhythm. And so often actually people do, have tummy issues. But Vikasa is like the complete opposite. And everybody that comes on this retreat, we end up having lots of poo chats because it's the truth. Like you end up having like the most phenomenal
bowel movements.
That's right.
Yeah, that was too much information.
Okay, sorry.
Yes, it was. Thank you. Trying to get that image out of my mind. But yes, the diet there is amazing. And many people then try to emulate that diet when they return home.
100%.
So not only do you go on this amazing experience, but our goal is that you take some of these tools back home with you to improve your everyday life. After an amazing brunch, you have lots of free time. Free time to explore the island. There's beautiful waterfalls, coconut forests, snorkeling, ocean activities. You can do more yoga, do something traditionally Thai, like learn to cook or fight Muay Thai.
A lot of people also do the opposite of yang activities and do more yin activities. So lie by massages. Vikasa has their own day spa, which is absolutely beautiful. Or you can just go down to the local beach and get a massage on the beach, which is always a beautiful thing about Southeast Asia. Or you can read a book by the pool or have a nap.
So again, you have lots of space in your day to make it your very own experience and utilize your time. Then there's an optional activity, usually in the afternoon. It's a surprise of what that is, but it's always something fun. And we'll give you the information because we can't tell you about everything exactly. Then we have an evening practice, usually more restorative, yin, yoga tune-up, something to restore and give back.
Yeah, do a sound healing as well on a couple of nights, which is really restorative.
Nice experience in itself. And then dinner together, once again, at the Life Cafe. Dinner and brunch are included. And the food, as we mentioned before, I think we don't need to go on about the food anymore, but it's epic.
It's epic.
It's truly epic.
Yeah, it's one of the major reasons we keep going back to this retreat center. The actual venue, like you described, is beautiful. It's definitely not a luxury, high-end venue, and I think we're really honest and open about that. It's a yoga retreat, so it's comfortable. It's got all the amenities that you need.
Yeah,
it's perfect.
It's not the Ritz.
It's
perfect.
It's perfectly imperfect.
Perfectly imperfect. I love that.
And so, yeah, then generally people kind of go to bed around the 8:30, 9 o'clock mark, and some people stay up and chat, for hours at the Vikasa Life Cafe, and then we do it all again the next day. A lot of people this year have asked me, like, can I drink alcohol? The answer is yes. They have a great wine list as well as kind of healthy cocktails.
There's healthy cocktails.
Gin and juice.
Please, there's a kale martini.
Kale martini, there you go. But then some people choose not to drink, don't they, for the whole week? They have a week off alcohol, maybe potentially a week off technology. So we really give you the tools to choose your own adventure, and you can make those choices of the differences that you want to implement into your life.
Yeah, and we want to offer some things that have really created positive shifts for us. And we're not sharing things that we wouldn't want to do ourselves or haven't practiced ourselves with you. So these are things that have really created positive shifts for us. Another thing that often comes up, we start to get questions about retreats, and one of these things that comes up for people that I've heard quite a bit is like, oh, I don't feel like I'm not good at yoga. It's always like that same kind of like mental block, like I'm not flexible enough to do yoga. And we all know that's a story that we like to tell ourselves. But this is exactly the retreat for you if you feel in that way, because we get to take the time and slow things down without needing to rush out of the studio or off your mat at the end to sit and break things down. And we will do little one-on-one moments and personalization of your practice so that you can take these tools home with you and truly deepen your experience.
I mean, what I hear a lot in the last 6 that we've done is people feel that their practice just amplifies, like progresses so much in that week. And actually people are scared, like, oh, it's a lot of yoga, like we do, and granted we do a lot of yoga on the retreat. There is quite an extensive morning and evening practice. However, we design it in a way that is nurturing, right?
Yeah.
So the morning is more yang, the evening is more yin, and people's practice goes skyrocket. So that's an important thing to know. We have people that have been practicing for 20 years that come, but we also have people that have literally never done yoga before.
They've chosen a yoga retreat as their first yoga experience.
So we do have a handful of rooms left for our July retreat. I think it starts on the 31st of July, kind of bridges into early August. It's a 6-night retreat that is just honestly one of my favorite weeks of the year. So if you can join us, we would love to have you in Thailand.
Cannot wait to see you there.
Yes.
Join
Thank you
us.
so much.